Chairman TV. You are welcome to Citizens Vibe on Chairman TV. Let us also can't wasn't Citizens Vibe now say can wasn't. The thing the Jataba or my do we both for whatever can't #1. Then what's the number kind of the the former will find check. Sana we are sitting here or my coso, others are coso in the Chairman TV. Then day in Arano. The Citizens Vibe a browser so one so can't wasn't. You can also vibe your feeling. You can also contribute to this conversation on Chairman TV GH on YouTube and also Facebook Tony Serious. So let me so after when the time is due, open up the phone lines and also call and contribute to the development of our nation. Today we want to find out that can the church stop political corruption? Can the leadership of the church stop political corruption? The business and sorry na any religious bodies no more Ghana hano. The business say omo to me as topic corruption katacheni biu me proya ekoso e wo man mu ana. The business say because Nicholas Duncan Williams opinion kese pa a oye osofo general overseer, yes, or a general overseer action chapel dominion chapel ono ena order no na wakasa o say political corruption no edi oman ni ya na ni nyina ne say politicians oman yeremo emboa omumboa oman no because say nukunu eni hwempo na say okwa aprobo okoye campaign na de especially so opposition na say onika papampo na say oba power within 1 year was started sakas e de befia o say emma no enta bi say omukunu mu say himfa e na mode japadi eba na say safo ni na one day omuhu ebeka na omuhu kan omuyemu nyina so eho beka na say emma no emboa o kan sa na nipa bi nim say dabi asoy na kasampo edi corruption allegedly na nankasa me hwa me de ni hwa Ghana sorry say na esi etie na sorry no de brina akwankyere basa se meka jataba de meka say 99% of asofo mo Ghana omo ye correct, just 1% only a handful of them. Me can say because Ghana sorry na ye wono say a replica of the society a say nka ye bre so ko Israel memu a omo mbre Ghana for tu kan ko ho say kwa ko ho so apiske gu ye butu afi so say wosan so eko amman bi say Arab land difference ewo ho omo so omo mbre omo ye hostless omo ba ye kum ha omo ba be adoye no ma san komu baby me hu Israel ni a oye hostler wa ba Ghana so ba be hostlo say na ibinimu eye no nti no eno e pa kire say safo no omo afa Yankopon so yi ankasa Yankopon enimu edini nti Joshua 1:8 ena eye osofo Duncan Williams so ko ti ye ho na Joshua can say or say don't let this word of the Lord depart from your mouth. Or say, meditate upon it day and night, and observe everything that is written in it. For it shall end you well, it shall make you prosperous wherever you go. Sana Joshua, Bumanu, Atro, Nasab, Assembly, and order to Asori Demo, order to Asori Ma Enim, and order to Ghana, you are seeing Enim, and all kind of poor politicians, each Sankasa. And a politician being so many yards because upon check no matter so for being your so few and send fata. Internet also make your contribution of 0543 line there and let the car and yet they be yeduma. Now yet the line for a better Samamo. No more who no more to me I afraid is so some many do no more afraid. No more watch a white affair. Say I may be and sorry no everything else stop correction. Can I just say give me prayer no a bit to me ejai. A software module offering bear more than 10 times and stand as sorry upon. As Sika Yazuka lands a receipt and san can. A beam a quantity of bush, a baby puzzle, a bit in soon, a challenge for 4 years more than nala, a quantity of soft beans to open and san out not so I anointed. And who baby a Bible my actually said, would you for me pagan and san out here scientists to be for your anointed? Or move to me trace by pack. Much a dream pack when you are dog and no and much a boniface and no and a prophets and the teachers of the book of the holy book much at the buyer a Bible no Quran nara x-ray by pack in an among pack now so politicians the brain crampo acha so for cars near bisa say as for paying say na so for na maka no more can say most move for so na cars na politicians debate chamono stop position to ku sha sofo na sofa catch and say so woman me adise na me hia so mo kwa prabo mo kwa campaigner mukushia ya asofo de omo bisa de letujwa se monta omo chi mo bisa se politician ne wo bisa no owo opposition no a wo ahye no bo na otimi de ka abre wo opposition no bisa wo se himfa enunya sa ka no free ansana ya kade wo ho nti osofo Duncan Williams na sama waka afa politicians so also omo yire mo de omo mboa that the wives of politicians do not help the status quo, that they are part of the corruption politicians are involved in. Because if you're in opposition and you come home with car that is outmoded or not current car or not modern ride, or you don't have any financial power to show, then suddenly when you come on power or when you descend on your throne as a leader, as a political leader, and check, then you start displaying wealth, start bringing different cars to the house. But when that happens, the wives of politicians, their family members do not question them, now where did you get this overnight riches? But they rather enjoy it. Now, also how it is curse that will come upon the women and also the family people. That's why he's saying, or say how. Now, even that curse means that, or how we bear later on politicians, I think some of the politicians will be jailed later. So whether you're in opposition or in power, or say politicians or more. So also asafo so edwumadie no ye call the saying are they part of it? People are saying the pastors and other prophets who have also aided politicians to be doing that, because anytime they go to them for vote, they promise them, they tell the pastors that they can give them good vote. They will talk to their congregation, so they will vote for them. That means therefore that anything they request, the politicians also give it to them. If they promise anything that they want, or more they bring or more pay. So, Kase, the way a car, the dime, the same sima solid dime, the same two kuda, the same metal instruments, even the visa quite to Kanya, the politicians are able to aid them. So, can the pastors or the church leadership, can they stop political corruption? Because political corruption is the epitome of democracy. Or more, and I'm share so. Our clothing, shelter, food, transportation, everything, our health, agriculture, everything is in the hands of the politician. So the politician, when to me, if the politician is not sacrosanct or not clean, now, I just say, how big we know then the country will progress, will not move forward. I want our country Ghana to move forward, not to progress. If forward ever, backwards never. Senator Kwame Nkrumah, first president of Ghana, or Kanye. The Osofo Duncan Williams, Asama Waka, a political leadership, or say, or move Mboa or Mami or Mayamu account.
Who shall make that way prosper? Your economy, your nation, the political party in power. Some of you, your future belongs to a political party. Unless your party comes to power, you can never make money. Because you haven't developed capacity to make money. You need your political party to come into power to make money. So whenever your party is out of power, you have to pursue the new party in office. Scheme against them. Lie against them. It doesn't matter how well you do. You must sabotage them, destroy them, so you can come to power and make money. Then when you come, what you did to them, they also do it to you till you leave power. Because they must also come. Because people haven't developed capacity to create wealth. So we're not creating wealth. It's a vicious cycle. We are destroying one another. We are destroying the country. Because this party only comes to power to make money. So the other party in opposition can't make money, don't know how to make money. All they must do is to scheme, insult, destroy others through social media to come into power. And even though they don't have capacity to hold an office, because they push for their party to come to power, even though they don't have capacity, they are given position without capacity. They misbehave. And they have wives who will never tell their husband, you have never worked before, you've never set up any business, you don't pay taxes. How come suddenly you come home with briefcase of money? Where is this money coming from? Where is this brand new car coming from? Where did you get money to build this new house? You have never developed capacity. You haven't earned it. Where is it coming from? You don't ask questions. You enjoy it and give him more sex and encourage him to go kill, lie, steal, scheme, destroy, make money at the expense of poor people. And you don't understand the implication. He will die prematurely. His days will be few. He will not live long to enjoy that house. He will not live long to enjoy that brand new car, because he didn't sweat for it. He didn't work for it. He cannot hold it. Whatever you did not earn, you can't maintain. You only maintain what you build capacity, paid price for. And so we live in a country. We are developing a country and a nation where people are not taught how to develop capacity to earn. We have developed, and we are developing a country. All you have to do is to belong to a political party. All you have to do is to scheme, misrepresent innocent people, lie about people, have no capacity. It doesn't matter. Be a schemer and an armed robber. It doesn't matter. As long as you belong to a party, when your party come into office, you are given a position to the national cake, and you take what you please and you want at the expense of the suffering of the citizen. Make no mistake. And you think you are going free. No. You will end up with some evil disease, and what you have acquired you will not enjoy. Listen. I'm not just talking about Ghana. I'm talking about nations, especially in Africa. I have seen presidents in prison. I have seen presidents, ministers of state, very powerful people holding strategic positions and having billions, money, suffering in prison. Some of them are sick with incurable diseases. The money they stole cannot heal them. Their children are miserable. Their wives are miserable. They build beautiful houses. They can't live in them. They can't dwell in them. They are afraid of driving the cars they stole money to buy. Hear me. I'm not cursing anybody, but I'm telling you by authority, make no mistakes. The evil that men do, live after them. Make no mistake. Hear me. The law of sowing and reaping.
Oh, you are the evil that men do, lives after them. Sana Wakano, Duncan Williams, Pastor Duncan Williams. He's really spoken. Yes, to me, he has spoken well. Yes, it is better late than never. Yes, so other kind of because I think they should have done this for a long time. I think I'm sorry, no, I can't say chair politicians. Time about what time, but in time of voting and election, you don't normally hear this. You don't normally hear them putting politicians in ship or in track. You don't normally hear, except this say they do say ya and sana what or say so obi ewo power now obi so position it to sabotage the power now about power. That means manhunting and what political vendetta. Now as if we na a cost send you pull your fellow down, then you come and sit on top. So that kind of lifestyle, and yet you every be so that we a politician and I did that you know this or say about how the can we need. Intino, as some Wakano, also Ujun of saying waiting by doing chair after 0543 05061 8336. I beg your pardon. That is this new number that you can send your messages. When time is due, I'll open the phone lines also, and you should contribute it meaningfully. 05061 8336. That is here. So we are live on Chairman TV, GH, YouTube, and Facebook, on serious Facebook. That is here. Let me show the Wajun chair so Abasena Mekano. Let me kind of because also with here Kasankasa, I will show you so. A citizen's life also can't require some Wajun, maybe we are into conquer and more my Ghana and at least will be mine and others in so Aya Uwa Dankawin and Nassimo King, Pastor Duncan Williams speak. What is your take? He says the political women, the wives of politicians do not help them. All they can offer them is sex. And also just they try to just play them romantic games when they bring property to the home. but they don't question them. They don't tell them, where did you get this money? Why are you able to acquire this in this short time? Into Joshua chapter 1 verse 8. Bible and yes, na book no Joshua or say instead that you should be obedient to the commands of the Lord, that this book of the Lord shall not depart from your mouth. You should observe it any time, that you can be prosperous anywhere that you go. But he's saying politicians do not use this. But when politicians come to church, the pastors pray for them and tell them they are blessed and tell them they are anointed leaders. So how can the politicians know that he or she is corrupt? When Soba sorry them now say want to now catch and so no they are anointed, then his opponents are rather devilish. What do you mean by that? So today, citizens fight, we are asking that can the church leadership stop political corruption in Ghana and Africa and beyond? And abroad from the Omodia here, the whites, they have virtues and they are highly moral. So corruption is not so pervasive like our country here. The Ghana had here too much. Tokoyan says so soon apua. They easy which is but the best for us. Yes, we put where text in round goes. So people are not even fit for some positions, but politically they are being appointed to head that place. And all can say, I say, imagine some of them cannot even have the mind to create wealth. So if you cannot create wealth, they are given leadership. How can you create for the country to progress? So this is coming back. And President John Dramani Mahama said, "Mutumi ako abuchi biom UN Assembly akakasa. Ema vote ay PM no beja slavery vote no Ghana mutumi ewini ye. Mutumi to aba said eye ye nananom a ye be fa ye court transatlantic trade no a ye di omunya no. We want compensation for the slavery. Yes, and slavery too should be is inhuman, and that it should be classified as very criminal act and kasankasa. Intino yaje atum da foforo no be kan wasem ene de ni chia President John Dramani Mahama for his good work that he's doing. Wasan for the 3 points view ewo biase kwabaten ku United Nations wasan for could be to abla kwa honorable, yes, honorable foreign minister. Yes, not just a move with Juma. Now so ye bisa say can the church leadership today stop corruption of politicians today in our society? Ye bisa na it's a suffer any year, not suffer a casano, because a suffer Bishop and Williams, about the casa, say a man and what now or more the casa, then the fair, and then or baby, and on the digit in Lemon, so Lemon the property bar, not just say, so cool, na mape, a much the day, a mape, so cool, na mape. Then may and then when is sky and pay away, a mape, so cool, na mape. Any year may not say, and then may a mabe, Mopesuku, Danka William San or Kang, was a managing them and so much Sikabadi, and the view, not just other the rounds officer could be a man Moako, not say, move found a politician, this cannot be seen or the bayou found. Until a politician didn't use a camp, our Jerry can move, and a boom pass it, and it's a good him for him. Now, may share your call. A down memory lane. This is social media does not forget. My first story the other. Eugene Ahim, no spokesman, president, another down the past. That's the former president of the Republic of Ghana. Former president. Yes, the past regime of the in government, NPP Abayano, Omuchemono, NDC4, and I was at the time. At that time, no, 4 years, tell mobile, the year is 9 years, ACK divorce, no, then Bible said 4 years, what to talk at that degree, never a big job with social media. I said, we see, say, of a man, ending and part, and also we need to make a first story we have been. Say, as somehow suffered and freedom seeking, but away and under the abundance in a way of being a baby, but then we find among Kojataba, Misoma, Mitina Basana, Basana, yes, maybe the lion picking, sharing every program apart and apart so that everyone can get benefit of it. Like, yes, sanity, Intino. A chairman TV citizens right now watch on TNT Eugene Ahim on the year issue no the accusations of sister dan debris within 4 years cars debris yenti
Eugene ewo hoyi ye ka wonu ma omo ben omampanyi pa Eugene oka ho bi ene de ye da sorry ya Eugene Ahin ngira owano eye Mrs Ahin obayi dia ba beto abonten se de okunu esi ebro no ene atete a wode ne namu ewo na ware ase no ontimi biem enti enei wa file for divorce a wo jai aware na eno ena obayi edi divorce petition no emu ensem eba beto abontene na eno no mu no ena wo kire mu ejapade dodo a woni okunu omo enya eye mfie enan ni a okunu eba aban mu ejapade ahodo no ena edidi suoi 5-bedroom house a eno no wo East Legon ena 4-story building a eno 16 flats ena ewo mu eno ewo enkran bubu ahyi 16 separate flats eno nso so wo weja enkran story building me kire abrosan baako eno nso so wo Teshi Accra ena residential property eno nso so wo AU village eno nso so wo Accra saa afi eba ne car nso so a omo Ford 150 baako omo Toyota Avalon eno ne etundu akakraka paa no eno nso so baako omo Toyota Lexus eno nso so baako ena Toyota car ankasa nso so no omo baako ena Hyundai Elantra eno nso so owo baako na ni wei ene ejapade a abrantie yi watimi enya ewo mfie nan a oba aban mu obayi di asemba beto ho no eye Eugene Ahin abrantie.
Yo, that was Eugene Ahin. Na here aye time or the sakra tan babontin no. Nti aye osof Duncan Williams wa kan o say politicians aye mo emboa na politician no oye bojo no aye na campaign na de kakan kakra say bicycle no kan na de ana motu ana car de bia na oba power pe na wa start the cars ba no de sika na de be fie na de a o say aye o mo yere mo entanka. Nti na me dey call down memory lane 4 years ago say Eugene Ahin no useful person ma President Kufu Ado na here the babonten say wa adan bebree dia ye ya kire wono ene cars bebree within 4 years na na here say ojai awale na ibisa say eba mu no asofo ni play part say asofo Duncan Williams no mo man mu ha omo tumi bo maame na abaso ana say omo yi handle ne say na kwa ko sisay it ibisa say can the church leadership stop political corruption in Ghana say politician okwa asori dem no ka ko bisa say of a vote asofo say kan aka kire say ne so pe konka me pe drums me pe speakers me pe asori dan even ye pe asase esi asori dan politician ni a ono nam na oye campaign no o ka say ya o kan say na sofo so e de bisa dia atuni politician tumi tu no botum na we sika no ama na sofo wo bisa wo say politician a wona ni a also officer obetena aben ya so anase officer obe lead political office no so bisa say sika no okofa wa he eye campaign bi na sponsor no a obe power obe ma campaign ni AEB contract bi say omo se fata ana omo se fata say obi se fata no man contractor with all kind of favoritism and corruption na Duncan Williams o kan or say some of them cannot even create wealth not just say most of the politicians who omo empty minded people in business. Yes, a banner brabo be but a banner business near but many time officer man. That's some of them are not innovative, they are not creative, they can't even create wealth. They be say sorry no so sorry for members who are saying they also call sorry only to the contribution about say true. Maybe I may say a better late than never, which me can be. Now so for now my can say almost enter or margin and family and head. Say a company so refer so ama asori no to me and I say religious bodies no Islamina can move everything as stop corruption in Ghana so that our political leadership no it should be clean and simple. I say to me and what say na it me a diguma a set ne fata so that we shouldn't put carpets in round holes but accurate leadership if you be sending financial intimidate asem ya so etwa so ama omampanyin John Dramani Mahama so akwaje 3 points for UN and mabo abaso was about transatlantic slave trade na yade umra na aba no yini say a criminal no ma obi enslave obi ara no yada ase nanso for say yate hu say ministers no ya reshavel na so one of the causes of corruption no so one reshavel ministers na it happen Ni sadi e wo wa as a player obobo wa bre adwene no use wo hina na asa nke se onye obi fufuro fresh blood no be occupy that office no run office no maye nti yesre eno the one another one so complacency with contentment ebi wo ha be office na ye di ama no esan se oni nkofo bebre na aba be familiar e wo office no nti no afi wo hu loopholes e wo office no afi wo hu nkofo bi omo amam ntumi ben no mpo atumi aben no wofa so nche wo buy one man na wontumi afi de wo nya be 1 year go yi no otumi aben o otumi age wo bag otumi ayese afi de aben o afi wo pese o kire wo connections a e wo edwuma no nti minister wan hwe ya wo be wie no na wo di o man no sika why your man no frakadam, which is not the best. So I think reshuffling is another way of stopping corruption. Yes, another way of minimize corruption if you cannot stop it automatically. Because you see, to err is human, and forgive is divine. And the things of favoritism na for na de connections here and the intino ye bisa so rather than can Williams wakasa fa ho nti yenhwe eni dia nkrofo de ma asofo e wa Africa ma hyada ena no social media mi sa video ba de yenhwe se asofo a omudi oman no so we ya omu esi edi omu dwuma e wo man no nkrofo kotokoto omu nkrofo sori omu nkrofo ji omu di. People believe in the political leadership that they are from God. They give say omo fi nyame. Ntini ye kasa na ya twebli kakra. Asofo so yin say mo so fi nyame, so ye leaders. Because Romans 13 or say all authority that is ruling the earth is from God. Sa no ya twere wo Bible ni. Nti agidi say to abama obi I say the voice of the people is the voice of God. Na che say nipa dodo na ebeto abana e kire say Yankopon aide ama kwan say di yenso. Na odi yenso no asofo so share another corner one side. Omo say agidi say omo tro ni de fi nyame. Nti yekotokoto omo e sorry omo offering ahodo direction ahodo ni di ekire. Nti na ye bisa se asama osofo danka wo yenso ba bekan a nipa so e worship asofo ye bisa se ebetumi aboa because campaign time ante se asofo no eka se eyi politician kona asori a onka ombo nechi kan o ye beboa mo aba na makọ kukum santa omutumi ne mpanyinfo no kwa kuwura omo office ana so omo fie omo hall yes na sure say backdoor meeting na ekoso e wo ho nti ewie na se politician yi sika kese se kutu se bam e de mawa osofo we mesrew papa sofo ne bisa se sa politician no wo se ne yere en question no na wo betumi a question no oba so ya question no. And also can say praise the Lord. I mean, the politician no was so now we say politician no you should buy stand now and I can't that be no more code. Now later politician about was sorry just a year and not short time not all the fresh cars but sorry no of a bar family we offering guma so for what me friend be some say next we here na bisa eye Yosofo Duncan Williams and other asofo maka yinara say can we stop corruption, political corruption in Ghana and Africa na bisa as a mum na so I stand to be corrected. Yes, because nipa no we need financial feature, we need the financial status, we need the sikasem personal we you find the same harvest. I said, or the bear 2,000 ever. I paid you to me 20,000, to me 500,000 Ghana cedis. You know, I say, put you say, bam, no, that. What do you ask that politician or so Pastor, do you ask them that recently, Honorable Ko, you came here with your second-hand old car, but just some months, you've changed different cars, Chrysler and Range Rovers and a whole lot of luxury cars, and I want to me as a sister. Oh, what's a sebinum who change? Do pastors make time to ask these politicians? Do they? Because Sopha Duncan William say Omo Yeromo, it means Omo Ekasa. That when their wives come home, all they do is that they just offer them sex. If the wives give the men sex and give them a lot of romance, that ends it. Omo decided they are spending free. Not just say Lucian Cheney, but say also train Ewo. You see, besides say, I'm sorry, no wait me. Also wait me after line on screen so na ya once fighting. Yes, and see Duncan Williams video will be producer.
That's what you do. Stay with my violence. The violence does not solve any problem. That's what you do. Stay with my violence. The violence does not solve.
So to bet me after line on our own so watch you discussing that can the church leadership stop political corruption in Ghana? It's a sorry no a bit to me as stop political corruption our Ghana ha na once a bit to me after I also watch you after. You can also call the number on your screen and also contribute to Citizens Vibe. Also bring out your vibe for the world to hear and Ghana to hear as well. It's in 05061 83336 is the number to call. 05061 83336 is the number to call. Chairman TV, we are there for you. Citizens Vibe. Also let me after we are live on Chairman TV GH YouTube. Over to me according to the serious Facebook so that you so alcohol so now for contributions wajin chenya aba that you so afre line no sisia ba peto say asori no esu no ene ne ban asofo esu ena omo ban about me because asofo Duncan Williams aka wase o say bebre na omo yerum enka hwe nche omo no the blame no ema no mu ena the blame ma ebi no mu ntino yesu ni bisawo also how can the church stop political corruption? If you see the church is really a contributing factor, now so for only yet, see some of the churches going to be corrected. You say some of the churches they also contribute in it because politicians never the way they glorify them, the way they honor them, the way they receive them, the way they hail them, no, they are not able to tell them to desist from corruption. So that thing too is not helping. So I think if you blame the cat, you blame the rat also. It's in Sana, it so economic. It's Samre, you should be afraid 05061 83336. Also, the white teacher about the fair. You say, a sorry no, and suffer no, or meet me politicians, AJ corruption. And can the church leadership today help politicians to stop corruption? And the church leadership stop corruption in Ghana among politicians and I bisa also still vibe so that you afraid because easy yes because I have control na de so for be politicians still be crowd to because so for no tax or more too much. Hello
Mama hello IDAC.
Yeah, Pacho, Chairman TV, so you're saying, no, because I feel.
Alani just the young young education.
So Bacho can was it?
Pacho, I first make ya. That catation for our further and make me. Because I thought for the Saudi. And I'm not that at the same for echo.
Okay.
Yet to come on also. I got ended before that. On marrying election, see. They say, or corporate me, I put here already. I said, although I just was anything. It didn't account me.
Okay.
In Jomo, sorry, I'm not more of what I can tell for our Kuma.
Yes.
Do that.
Okay, that's it. Not just say, what channel or patch say, so we will be a routine Ukuru and Treja. Not just say, a softening binomo, or more bodia, and to move through extra, a jana, the test of corruption now, the found foul of the law. Not just on the feeling, yes, intino, sana, opera, achere, or say, on Jimmy, na softening binomo won't take. Now, when someone young or someone if you never saw a can fit a year, sana, opera, or chere. That you have to take a stick from somewhere's eye before you can take the timber. You have to take the log of timber from your eye before you can take that minor speck from another person's eye. Son or person or children. Intino, once watching church saying, can the church stop political corruption in Ghana now? As software politicians call among sorry, Echo could say and seminal, ye be said, or more to me at politicians to in such a way that Omono Katatisha to Quanta, ya pie, and I say, Asama, Ayo, or Sofa than William say, can I no one or say, political leaders no, so move a yesika or Mayermo Quaho, that they use sex to induce them and even use sex to compensate them. Those are his ways. Yes, or says, and no, and no, at the Mao, or moon to me can't you say, yea, the bane over power and at the bane. They say Ghana ha sika ewo politics winning and passing a day. They be says up for almost sorry as of for or more now. They be sorry, Bambi for a comment de omo now so politician na bar or no suffer that day suffer come by a day and kasa. Yes, I saw remember to offering by 3, 4 times, 5 times. Within almost Pisca cry, a J3 cry, oh, yes, we have all part of the church and know what I'm talking about. You see, it's no Ibinumuka, here, just as of being moved to me, adoye here and there. I don't change prophet, I don't change here and there, and I did, and you be sat as soft being musu ye, or Modia Campus and Babington. By ye be sat, say, can the church stop political corruption in Ghana? This will be after 05061 8336. The Congress will first for us stop corruption. No, can the church do it because Suffer Duncan Williams or say politicians for more power or more during the card Senate project that they don't know even how to create wealth, meaning some of them don't even have the right mind to manage, the right mind to lead the nation. But now the political position assure myself. Now for the omode jet ya omankasa omakoma epe no mabafi kura mabusia fono mo yermu kwati through omo enkasa ntia omo rather heal them and praise them and even offer them sex, yes, as applaud for their gain. But the bisa say is the church contributing factor because these politicians they attend churches, they worship in mosque. So how come say your money you can't corruption about 3 billion and over, and I lose into corruption every year. About yes, Kaketwa, Skakesia pa, and I share it. A woman, aha, yet the car thousands and over 3,000, about $300,000, and I did, and I didn't know the more research about. Say, oh, mine, you will be research, sound of the Bible. You should acquire more than that. A di omai inya ankasa na so ne kɔ na sen ana asɔfo na impeach asɔfo dan kan Williams wa ba Canadian say munjai politicians munjai corruption na dwumadi ya ahye mo sano mo hwɛ yie mumma ayaresabea papa enwo hɔ na say enche we talk about no birth syndrome, we talk about the shortage of beds in our teaching hospitals and ankasa yɛbɛkasa afa ho. Yes, until you good health care. we need good hospitals, we need good healthcare. Yes, we need good roads. Agriculture must work, food must come. I say to me, you are cheap, baby, a cheap better. Nyankopon se bibi nya asem wo se ye wo de uti beto ne de ye wo nsa kwa no na nya television o se dana nya nya ase efa ho. We don't ask many, just a lot from the politicians. My emotion Bobby Dabi, even Kitwell be a yamayan. Say your light, can you need so your car clean here, and you will potable water, clean water to drink. Yes, now simple, ni put me up by the Gobin quite to Buddha, or Mufi first on a Ghana water company, nay easy, it will work a pipe. Who say yes, you could ye now so. And ya dom, Yankupon Kasa, no one council, Emma. You see, private individuals and Kasa, India, Faba Krumaha, almost the answer more tubula, to make a cradle to mount. It's a mother kind of hectic of no, of lack of water, no, to me, I minimize the kakra in other government projects, but still, they need a lot, needs to be done. We need to do a lot. You know, and yet easy, and yet for their growth, our Ghana, because corruption, no politicians, no, DSC kind of Mudi Sika, easy thing for Yeremo, or for girls, easy, mobile power. Hey, because opposition is a would you know, declare to be our power. The same opposition full being Quampo, or Mudi Sika, Sika, my boy, Mudi. I'm telling you, because when you say accountability there, on our free, so my better never chum, no, dear, we need Canada, but on one more power, no opposition, politicians in a me or treat in Yadwa. Yes. Yes, and then the accountability time, you're asking that can the church stop political corruption? A soft for you didn't so mundi, yes, envelopes are muji, receive grand count. Yes, muji, I can treat the baby. Been number the brain and comfort at the Bremen, Empire no Kwabo crowd, no young wire. No so politicians about no Marco Tony, no more than she that it was so. No so much of me anointed, or me appointed by God, naturally say. Or your pardon for which me show me and country of me say you make that share and for no moon die moon to me can a you who are you I buy man this is of the quite that say mammy mo say working about a kind say working about power 4 years but to me acquire this kind of work will be in camp a point of fast of now so son and you the bar on Timber Kai until not just say politicians they can make wealth within the shortest possible time. That is the fact, the truth I have in that video now, the boy and look at facts and you say, not to say, shortest possible time, was no more rented time, according to the year that they rented, the room they lived in was rented one, but mobile power within 4 years, you will see as dimensions like I say, Sahanity at the talkers, the brain, it is short way no near well from and maybe yes, then Tino, Sana or Duncan Williams or Camas. Intino politicians, yes, Ramo, the Jimudi in a cocoa matching. The first something who Jimmy Vim, Sumu, yes, Yanama, one year two, who can't eat or say Radu, a you or say that, and the fat or say meow, what I say, Nina, near me some meow, any I call your name. Yes, it's a catamanso, not just say Nina, your call, you need. Now so. How can see a hope and said, paying for na or may assure some. So, a moon adrenal answer try and feed money for papa, no more yak or dog, ama or mine in other side. We ain't going anywhere, you do the yes, that's what you call it in a quantity fee because corruption, adequacy and say, call more, some more adequacy. It's let my moody remove fanchally, a son of Kakoye because it is rot. 100% corruption is rot in the fabric of society and not a cankerworm. The corruption is a cankerworm that in the fabric of society. It is a share year, your mind into me and also. Intino, Yinjai, a software, no, yes, Remo, yes, say, Mona Moye, he setters, Moye light bearers of society. It is a mutua, na sweet team, mutua, team, it is when I want to ain't seen changing. Send a Bible na come, follow sa, the yin, young callers are, and go over to super ogu or my so. It didn't jataba or my do of war. The summary, the imagine every seat, and me at the China, the bet was so, na yashe, summer and also, or my nti Chairman TV so esan so Chairman Media Institute. Chairman Media Institute. Media Institute papa more than one of course. Ope bibia bia ebe chiro. Yes, that was waiting akasa wese. Yes, communication skills no. Editing no, graphics bibia etwetwa. Obetumi aba behibi na also ayo pabene so that you also talk with courage and with vigor like other presenters, Chairman TV and others also in the world over. Sanity, which we can applicable form number on air on screen so now swafa also wama on about our Chairman TV. Hasi was what about the way to present excellent presentation house. The vision is really clear. Until meda EL blanks lazy or the music request show a bro of and let the Sunday year yes, chinaso essential chia. And Miss so Eda ACU as a serious and a franca and a princess. Nanaji Empire Asia. Let's talk sex at 10. Wow, a bayer fair, a bayer there, a bayer nika. It's also manage your relationship. Manage your relationship. If you are in premarital relationship or you are in 8, no, and that's a crisis, be not bad. Those who let me share now they and also manage your relationship. Me, my relationship in Jija because yeah, so we invest in your partner. Na bibi kitwe bi maybe a sex at language bi na wante and say a bi misunderstanding bi a just miscommunication take a bit me ama or relationship no atwape a bit me asay until na into engine until no bit me let's talk sex at 10 on Chairman TV tonight 10 o'clock onwards so mama calls bit me so I'll share now also the contribution about na ebinu so esua obetum your house about send na dey akan na the crew no would ready na ba for me na be around Chataba na around with the vice positive of course and after so K3 so MP about around that princess no na etwetwa nti tonight na be very big surprise ntia sister Asha na kwa me ntia Kwame Owusu agent also passase ato and I say upifie and now upe edan arentia around Kumasi ahojo nadina eba manso Japan new side Sokoban area ho nyinara around Ashanti region hadie obema obi sana Francis so or bishop no so eka ntino bo hu omo a unsa ebeka bi fefefe afi so tago ene nchiawa tago onam promo otum for flag owo car mu car na se soja for car yes e kama yes nchia fefefe afi so nchia sister part sansu chia rockstar Eva ba NS mu na bra kwame bra kobi mu na bra kwame mu na nchia mu adepa luxury hair gram also nchia fefefe ha na di dwumadi ni na ebesi mi di Chataba o man do bofo version issue bi bye bye.